So, for my ritual, it is a self affirmation ritual. I started doing this in the mornings, usually first thing when I got up. That seemed to be the best time of day for me to do it. And it was a really good way to start off the day and really just kind of give you a more positive outlook on the day rather than just kind of getting up, doing the same thing with everyone still being in quarantine. It was a good way to change it up a little bit. Some things that you'll need to do this ritual are probably a decent sized list of words of affirmation or kind of like quotes of self affirmation that you can kind of say to yourself in the morning. Um, I actually found a website with about 50 different ones. Um, I can try and include the link under my video, I think. Um, and then also, I found a couple once you find the right one that works for you, you just want to make sure that you have a place that's really quiet. There's not anything that could be like easily distracting to you. And this is where you want to sit and either watch or listen to the video that you found. Or in my case, I would either sit outside if I was watching or listening to one of the videos I chose. But if I was doing just like the words of self affirmation, I would sit in my room and do them. I have like a mirror kind of facing my bed that I could just kind of look at myself, tell myself my words of affirmation. So, some things that I loved about this ritual, I think the main thing is that it's been a really good and positive way to start my day, especially just being stuck inside the house so much lately because of COVID-19 and not really being able to go anywhere. And it's also kind of started my day giving myself like a confident and positive attitude. As for any of it going stale, I enjoyed my ritual the whole time. I think the only part that really went stale was at first I had just been constantly using the same video, or I seemed to be just kind of using the same words of affirmation every time I was doing it, even though I had that long list that I found of them to use. So I think that was probably the main part, which I got over. I just went and I took the time and found some new videos to use. And I started kind of mixing up the words of affirmation I was using instead of just using the same ones every other day. As for will I keep going with my ritual, um, I think it's something I'll definitely still continue to do. I might not do it as often as I had before, but it's definitely something I'll keep doing. Before I had been getting up trying to do it almost every day just to keep going, not get kind of almost out of practice and forget to do it or get tired of it. But I think I would probably cut that back to maybe doing it like 2 or 3 times a week instead of trying to do it every day. Um, and as for motivation that kept me going to make sure I was still doing my ritual, um, I think part of it was actually my dog. When I would like go outside to watch my affirmation videos, or I even did my words of affirmation outside sometimes. Um, he would kind of come out there with me, either just be running around the yard, or there were some mornings he would just kind of sit there, and it was almost like he was watching the video with me. And it was really cute, so it kind of made me want to make sure I kept going so he could kind of get that time in the morning for himself too. I think the main thing that I learned from doing this ritual is sort of a newfound confidence in myself, I want to say. And just telling myself these words of affirmation every morning has really kind of boosted that. And I think it's really good.